problem picking those up because I know they haven't got a stinger. Anyway, let's get into this. So this that we're taking off now is the queen excluder, which essentially stops the drones and the queen from coming up into the super and laying eggs, which is not what you want when you're trying to collect honey from there. So I'll just have a quick check underneath just to make sure that the queen's not underneath, which she isn't. Shake off the bees, and as you can see, they've built a lot of rogue wax on this queen excluder. So I'm just going to take it to one side now, off of camera, and just give it a quick scrape off, just to, I mean, you could leave it on, but over the weeks they'll continue building it up and they'll just end up blocking their route up to the super and essentially storing the nectar, we call it, for our extraction. So I like to take it off. I know a lot of beekeepers like to take it off. Just literally, you just scrape it with your hive tool, and it's considerable. You get quite a considerable amount of rogue wax from it. I think there is a tool out here that makes it a little easier, but I haven't got one, so it's just a quick scrape off for me. Just makes it a little easier. So we'll put the queen excluder on top of the super, because we're going to move this box once we've inspected it. Now what I'll do is I'll go through these bees and I'll just keep my eye out for anything like eggs, larvae, pupa, queen cells, and keep my eye open for the queen as well. I'll show you a few frames as I go along. You just pull the frame out gently, not to roll any bees or hurt them. I'm just having a quick look now just to make sure the queen isn't on this frame, which it looks like she isn't. And again, there's eggs, brood, honey. That's what you'd like to see from a queen-right colony. So as you can see there's lots of bees moving around. If I turn it around, you'll see a nice brood patch in the middle there, which is a different colour to the honey cappings. So that is the first frame we've pulled out. And what I'll do, just double check again that the queen isn't on here, because I just want to lay it down over here. It gives me room in the hive to manoeuvre the other frames, so you're not squashing bees. Basically, I'll just move you around a little bit. So I'll just move on to the next frame now. I've got two brood boxes here, so it takes me a while to inspect them, and I need to really be fairly quick today because the weather isn't great. So all I'm doing is I'm just looking over there, making sure we've got eggs, some nice sealed brood, any queen cups, which are cups that they produce on the bottom like this. Just make sure there's no eggs inside, which there isn't. On here you can see the patch here is brood, which is drone brood. They're your drone bees, which are the bees I spoke about earlier, which are the bees that mate with the new queen if they produce one. And then the ones that are very flat, almost digestive biscuit colour, are the worker bees, which are the smaller bees, which are the bees that do all the work, which they are all female. And the drones are all males. So again, this frame looks very healthy. Lots of brood on there ready to hatch, ready for the lime trees that we've got around here that are due to flower in the next week or so. we seem ahead of the time actually of year. It's only May the 29th today, and already the lime's almost, they talk about a June gap in beekeeping, which is essentially the time that the spring flowers have finished and the summer flowers haven't quite come out yet, which is the gap they refer to. But having said that, the last couple